Hello. Hey, y'all. What am I doing? Who's... So what's up, everybody? How's it going? Wow, that is amazing. This is Rainbow Moonstone. Rainbow Labradorite Moonstone. Yes. This is very amazing. I mean, it's a little rare, but I have a lot of... I just got a... I've been waiting for this for like years for me to get able to get the right bulk amount and quality of Rainbow Moonstone. It's actually like Rainbow Labradorite Moonstone. It's the same chemical property. It has the same white Labradorite and Rainbow Moonstone are like kind of like the same thing, but it's a moonstone, a Rainbow Moonstone with white, or that they call, it's a white Labradorite Moonstone mixture that they call Rainbow Moonstone. That's the best way to say it. So it's sort of like moonstone with Labradorite inside of it, and they call it Rainbow Moonstone. But it's like a Rainbow Labradorite Moonstone. I have all sorts of pyramids and hexagons, wands. Wow, oh man, this is such an amazing feeling to this. This is mine. This is my one piece. I kept a couple pieces, like, 3 or 4 pieces, but there I got like dozens and dozens of stuff. There's wands, hexagons, cubes. What else do I have? Obelisks. There's like a whole bunch of little different pieces and stuff like that. Then we got hearts. Some hearts. I got like 4 or 5 hearts. Some like hearts, cubes, all these different shapes of them. And then just regular hunks, regular hunks. And like ovals and different things like that. Almost like something that would look like a paperweight or something like that. Those oval ones. I got stuff like that. So I have an interesting connection with moonstone and Labradorite in general, and this is a combination of the two, so it's one of my favorite, I would say some of my favorite crystals. And crystals are communications, and I know a lot of people out there, they want to hear just the scientific version of things, but you're here at Exploring the Ka, where we explore the spirit as well, and the different sides of life. And some people do not want to agree with being able to have telepathic communications or crystal healing or any of this, but the more I work with crystals and other things, the more my enhanced communications, telepathic communications, and ways to heal others and myself are coming into focus better, right? And it's a shame when people in the scientific community want to shine on, shine bad light on this stuff. It's from my understanding that the oldest forms of life on our planet are crystal metallic entities. combination of crystals and metals, a crystal metallic sort of life form. And that is the oldest forms of life in our world, in our universe. You know, and we are a different, a carbon, you know, change the carbon, but it's we're all intimately connected to each other, and there's ways of communicating. And I do have an interesting connection. Moonstone is, and labradorite, they're perfect for dealing with, I guess you could say, like the astral substances and kinetic energy, psychic energy. They enhance what's inside of you. I guess that's the best to say. You know, so if you keep this on your person, it will get encoded with what your energy is like. That's why in my Italian ancestry, I'm sure this is like probably like this in other backgrounds as well, but mystical hereditary families, yeah, I mean, people could call them covens, they can call them whatever they want, but it's like a group of hereditary mystics, different families. They will keep the moonstone on them for a period of time, a long period of time, right? Like a month, couple of months or whatever. And then the elder of that family will retrieve the moonstone so they can feel the essence of their person, of their family member. They can feel their insecurities. They can feel their true emotions and their psychic energy. And it's also a better way to bring communication between the two of them, right? So this is a powerful stone. Powerful stone. And the combination of that with labradorite, you know, there are ancient races out there that are communicating with us almost like sixth density types that can telepathically communicate with us. And using crystals, you can tap into who you are higher dimensionally. And there is a higher dimensional you connected to you that you can receive information from. And there's ancient races on this planet that have been talked about in occult history. Like, if you ever have looked into Slavic background, and even the Italian culture, we have the same thing that we call different races of Fileto, or in Slavic they would call it like Rusalka, the Rusalka or Rusalki, right? These are like water nymph type creatures that you find in all occult backgrounds, like even in Asian backgrounds. You know, you could find history of like water nymphs or water beings that could pull you into the waters and like make love to you and pull you to your watery death and all this, right? So there are water nymphs, and the way I work too, and I'm about to reveal this on Leak Project with Rex as well, and my shows, because I've touched on a lot of stuff on my shows, but I've only been scratching the surface. I haven't been releasing some of the, if you would say, inside the true like information that I've been receiving. The way I work is that it's hard to just come out with things. You know, you could talk about personal experiences that has happened to you, and like I've shared, but certain things, you know, most of society are gonna say, oh, this guy is too crazy now, right? So there's certain things that I've kept to myself and that I've been recording and writing down. And over the years, and I've come to find out that during meteor showers, it's more it's more, I can get a more fine-tuned signal with less distortions, is that certain places in the Hudson Valley and different places I've been in the world throughout my life, you know, there's certain places throughout the Hudson Valley, in the mountains, in sacred areas, megalithic sites, during certain times of the year, like the equinox and solstice, or during times where there's meteor showers, I'm able to pick up a telepathic signal. And it's connected to my senses. It's like it's connected. I'll get visions of symbols or faces or a scene, some sort of color, and or some sort of symbol or something like this, or a face looking at me that's, you know, sort of like not physically talking to me, but it's connected with a knowing that comes over you. And I write it. I've been recording it and writing it down, and it seems that you can't use a camera during this. You can't use certain things. Wow, there's a lot of deer running around me right now. You can't use cameras and electromagnetic things like you know, like a video camera, or be on YouTube or anything like this during it, because it changes the electromagnetic fields or something, and it makes too many distortions. And this technology is like that. And I've been receiving, you know, I look at it like it's a higher dimensional, higher self connection that I'm getting. And I will be flooded with different scenes, different faces, different beings that will appear, or shapes or colors or symbols, all of this. And with it comes a knowing. And then after this, like, sort of meditation session is done, I'll be led to either turn on the radio and I'll hear something that'll be connected to it, or I'll be led to go just open a certain book and look something up, and it'll show me. It's like it gives me afterwards, like, I'll have a knowing about what, and I'll be writing, and then it'll also give me like an overwhelming urge to go look something up out of nowhere. And, you know, I'll either be with a name inside my head, or a name of a book, or I don't know, just something, you know. It's just every time it's something different. It's something that comes with it. And it's very interesting the way it works. And crystals are like this. And it seems that there are ancient races that can create. They know the digital code of DNA, and they can create whatever they want in this realm, in its density. And I've seen, while working even with my labradorite crystal skull, a deer in the forest, like that it basically just appeared out of nowhere, and its antlers were like entwined with labradorite, like it was glowing, literally like glowing, like just like the sheen of labradorite. And then it went away just as quick as it came. And then the stone that it was like standing right in front of after it left, it was like a special stone that I found like a handprint in, and all that. And it's always, you know, when I'm not, it's usually when I'm not on video. I've caught in things on videos before, but usually it's when I don't have some sort of electromagnetic disturbance around me, you know. And it's very interesting, because there's an ancient race that is linked to the water and the trees, and at certain seasons they are in the forest, and certain seasons they are in the water. And I was shown that they actually come from a planet that's in the habitable zone, related to the Dorado constellation. And they also somehow had a connection of the Temple of Dodona in Greek. And they are related to water nymphs. They are related to a watery creature that can even appear as human. You know, there are spirit entities even attached to comets and meteorites that guide them through the universe. They have divine samples. Comets and meteor showers are carrying life to other places and the waters of life and death. And this is exactly where these beings are, how they're transported and brought to our planet. This is, you know, there's, you guys realize that even the most recent mission to the asteroid Bennu by Osiris Rex of NASA. Osiris is the resurrection god, right? And Bennu is his spirit bird. You realize that they are creating an intentional manifestation here. They know if you have a generated amount of intent and you name something by encoding it with its essence, you are literally changing the chemistry of that object. So they are projecting worldwide intent, naming their technology Osiris Rex. The Osiris is the resurrection god, the resurrection of life coming back from the dead. And they are going to take a sample from the Bennu stone, the Bennu bird that brings spirit and resurrection and transforms life. The Bennu bird transforms life, right? And they are going to catch a sample of the waters of life and death that transform life. That is what they're doing, and they're putting intent, and the whole world is behind it. The whole world is calling this Bennu and Osiris Rex, and if they have enough intent behind it, they can literally pull the resurrection waters and codes from Bennu with their sample. There's more to the story. They don't just name things after. Come on, you think about it. Why would they name their technology that's going to collect a sample? Why would they call it Osiris, the resurrection god, right? Osiris Rex. And why would they call the asteroid it's going to visit Bennu, which is Osiris's spirit bird that transforms life? Think about that. Well, you guys, smash that like button. We'll talk to you later. I had a death in the family today too, my Aunt Gloria. There's a lot been going on, but I'm looking to do this stuff will be on my website tonight. We finally got some good pictures taken, and they'll be all up. Don't forget about my website, themysticalspiralstore.com. Spiral out.